I've been waiting for this camera for years, a true Wi-Fi trail camera. Meaning when this trail camera is connected to your home's Wi-Fi, this camera can be placed up to 3,000 feet away and still send you automatic notification when there's activity, and it can automatically send you photos straight to your smartphone, even if you're 1,000 miles away. Sound too good to be true? Well, I put it to the test to see how it works. The new long-range Wi-Fi trail camera from GardePro is now available. The R3 Pro from GardePro can transmit photos automatically to your smartphone up to 3,000 feet away in ideal conditions. This camera comes with a rechargeable lithium power pack that powers the camera. The camera comes with a tree strap and a USB charging cable. This camera is capable of 4K video and has 940 no-glow IR bulbs. This camera, through the GardePro Link app, can offer a live time view, and you can adjust all the settings on your camera remotely using the app. This camera, when combined with the GardePro hub, can connect to your home's Wi-Fi. The GardePro hub then will send the signal long range to the cameras. You can link up to 16 cameras to one GardePro hub, and all 16 cameras can operate off of your home's Wi-Fi. Through this long distance hub, your GardePro camera will automatically send photos straight to your smartphone. While your cameras have to be within 3,000 feet in ideal conditions, you can be anywhere over 1,000 miles away and still get those instant notifications and photos sent directly to your smartphone through the GardePro Link app. Simply plug the GardePro hub into your home's router, do the initial setup, place your cameras around your house, in your backyard, around your property, again up to 3,000 feet away in ideal conditions, and begin seeing exactly what's happening on your property. This is a trail camera, and it'll automatically trigger when an animal or a person walks in front of your trail camera. You can use these cameras not only to monitor your property to see who's coming and going and when, but they're also trail cameras, so if any wildlife or animals come into your backyard or anywhere on your property in front of your trail camera, you can get that notification and the photos sent straight to your smartphone. So I can almost sense the questions rolling around in your head, like, does this camera operate like a site or trail camera in virtually every way, except it connects to my home's Wi-Fi instead of using cellular signal? Does this camera come with that long-range Wi-Fi hub, or do I have to buy that separately? Are there any fees to operate this trail camera, or is it totally free because it uses my home's Wi-Fi? Well, I'm going to try and answer every one of those questions plus more, but first, no trail camera is worth its salt unless it has good quality photos and videos. I've been using a number of these cameras around my property. I'll be showing you some sample videos that have been sent to me with these long-range Wi-Fi trail cameras. You can take notice of the daytime and nighttime clarity. You can listen to see how good the audio is when this camera is operated on video mode. So check out these sample videos from the R3 Pro from GardePro. So I do want to try and answer some questions that you may be having about this new long-range Wi-Fi trail camera. Years ago, I made a video warning consumers about the Wi-Fi trail cameras that were for sale. For many years, the Wi-Fi trail cameras that were being sold simply could not connect to your home's Wi-Fi. Although they were advertised as a Wi-Fi trail camera, the camera itself emitted the Wi-Fi signal that your phone could then discover and connect to. When you were close enough to the trail camera, you could connect to the camera by using that Wi-Fi signal. You could then view and change the settings, but it could not connect to your home's Wi-Fi, and those cameras could not automatically send you photos or notifications that there were activity. They simply could not do it. This camera is the first Wi-Fi trail camera that I've ever used that connects to my home's Wi-Fi and automatically sends me those photos and videos, much like a site or trail camera. So this camera does perform in many ways just like my site or trail cameras, except it connects to my home's Wi-Fi. Now this camera must be paired with a hub, that long-range Wi-Fi hub. You have different options on the GardePro website to buy the hub paired with cameras already, or you can simply buy the hub individually and the cameras individually. Of course, there are savings if you buy multiple cameras and the hub all at the same time, so check out GardePro's website for the available options. The long-range Wi-Fi hub is key to this whole system. The hub simply connects to your home's Wi-Fi using the Wi-Fi Ethernet cable that's supplied with the hub. The hub does not need any additional power because it is operated over the PoE, or the Power over Ethernet cable. Again, that's included with the hub. Simply plug the hub into your home's router and do the initial setup through the GardePro Link app. Once the hub is connected to your home's Wi-Fi, you can simply add cameras to that long-range Wi-Fi hub. Those cameras can be placed in your backyard or around your property, again up to 3,000 feet in ideal conditions, and those cameras then will automatically send you those photos straight to your smartphone via the GardePro Link app. Through the app, you can also choose to get a live view of exactly what your camera's seeing in near live time, even if the camera is not triggered. Meaning at any time from anywhere, you could be 1,000 miles away, you could open up the GardePro Link app and see exactly what your camera's seeing and hear exactly what your camera's hearing in near live time. So again, to clarify, the cameras that you place in your backyard or around your property must be within Wi-Fi signal of this long-range Wi-Fi hub, but you and your smartphone could be anywhere in the country and still receive those near instant notification and those photos sent directly to your smartphone. So the next question you probably have is, I keep saying up to 3,000 feet in ideal conditions. What does that really mean? Or how about in the real world? Well, I paired 3 different cameras to this hub, but you could pair up to 16 cameras to one long-range Wi-Fi hub. My 3 cameras were spread throughout my property, and the furthest camera was nearly 1,000 feet away. Now, I live in a very hilly country, and I simply couldn't find an area that was more than 1,000 feet without running over a ridge or a hill or a mountain. And of course, at that point, my long-range Wi-Fi would not connect. So I simply connected that hub to my router, left it lay inside the house on my desk, and then I placed my cameras up to 1,000 feet away, and they easily connected. I had 0 issues with that long-range connectivity. Again, I could log into each of the cameras and get a live view of what they're seeing, and as each camera was triggered, as there was activity in front of it, it would send me that notification, and it would also automatically send me the photos straight to my smartphone, nearly identical to a site or trail camera. Now, if you live in an area that's perfectly flat and you have very little obstructions, as in not many buildings or trees, you may get much closer to that 3,000 foot range that is advertised. Another option that I have not talked about yet is that long-range Wi-Fi hub is actually waterproof. So the hub itself could actually be mounted outdoors. That means you could mount that hub in an area with less obstacles, and you could maximize its range. Now, each of the cameras operate off a rechargeable lithium power pack that's included with the camera. I've had great success with this power pack. Now, you can choose to run an additional power like a solar panel or external power through the camera's external power port, which is 12 volts. I simply operated these cameras not only on video mode, but simply using the supplied lithium power pack that is rechargeable. So this lithium rechargeable power pack operated my cameras even with my cameras on video mode, and they did exceptionally well. In fact, in my opinion, these cameras do better than any of my site or trail cameras when it comes to battery life. So the long-range Wi-Fi and sending those photos and videos directly to my smartphone seems to take less power when using this Wi-Fi connection versus using site or signal that my site or trail cameras do. So up to this point, this sounds like the perfect trail camera, especially if you want to see what's happening on your property or see what wildlife's visiting your backyard. Are there any negatives, or is there a catch? Well, there are some things to consider, and the first being, this camera is totally free to operate. No monthly fees, no contracts, simply buy the camera and that long-range Wi-Fi hub. That is, unless you want videos sent to your smartphone. So this camera has a totally free plan that will send unlimited amount of pictures to your smartphone. So you'll get that notification and you can get those photos sent to your smartphone totally free, no monthly fees, no catches. There is a monthly fee, however, if you want to operate this trail camera on video mode and have those videos sent to your smartphone. Also, if you want to utilize this camera's live view option, in other words, see exactly what the camera's seeing by looking at your smartphone, that too requires that monthly fee. Fortunately, the monthly fee is very affordable if you do want those videos and live view. So if you want to operate your trail camera on photo mode and get unlimited photos sent directly to your smartphone, it is totally free, no monthly fees. If you do want videos sent or you want to utilize that live feed option, there is a charge. So it is time for my final thoughts. I'm going to give you the pros and cons as I see it after actually using 3 of these cameras. I love the cameras. I love the fact that they could take my home's Wi-Fi and turn it into a long range up to 3,000 foot Wi-Fi by using the long range hub. I've had 0 connection issues. In fact, as soon as I plugged that hub into my home's Wi-Fi router and got it set up for the first time, I've never had it disconnected or have any issues since that time. These cameras, much like every other GardePro camera I've ever operated, have excellent photo and video quality in my opinion. The daytime and nighttime videos were exceptionally clear, and the nighttime IR does a great job lighting up the area to see exactly what's happening from edge to edge. These cameras not only had good trigger speed, but they also had good trigger distance, meaning animals or people or equipment could be far away from the trail camera. My trail cameras would still trigger and send me that video directly to my smartphone. If you operate these trail cameras on video mode like I did, the videos have excellent audio. You can hear exactly what's happening, if there's any ambient sounds or if the animal make noises or as they're walking past the trail camera, you can hear clearly exactly what's happening. GardePro does a great job not only with the video and photo quality, but also with the video audio. The last positive is something I already mentioned, and that is the battery life. I was surprised to see how well these cameras did even when I operated them on video mode. So that included 7,800 milliamp capacity battery that's rechargeable, did a great job powering these cameras. I did not use the external power port, but that would also be an option. These cameras also are Python cable enabled. In other words, if you want to lock these cameras, you can put a cable through the back of the housing and lock these cameras in place. Now, are there any negatives or cons or things that I would change if I could? Well, as I already mentioned, these cameras work flawlessly for me and I have had 0 issues with them, so I really can't complain about much of anything. One thing that I did notice while operating the trail camera, when you receive a notification that there was activity in front of your trail camera, and I operated 3 different cameras, it simply said that one of the cameras had activity. I would love in the future if you would get a notification, it would tell you from which camera there was activity. In other words, when I would receive a notification, my GardePro camera has been triggered, I didn't know which one of the 3 cameras were triggered. So something minor, but something that I would love to see changed in the future. Otherwise, these cameras worked flawlessly for me. They met every one of my expectations. In fact, they probably exceeded my expectations. I had some real reservations about whether this long-range Wi-Fi could actually emit a Wi-Fi signal that far through my house window, through my house walls, 1,000 feet out to my trail camera. Well, it in fact did that, and I was pleased. So I believe the new long-range Wi-Fi trail cameras from GardePro are a real winner, and I predict they're going to sell a ton of these cameras. Well, if you would like one of these cameras, or maybe you would like more information, check out the link in the description. It is an affiliate link, and I do receive a small commission if you choose to make a purchase. It's a way that I can continue to bring reviews just like this. And if you found this review helpful, you can thank my channel by going through the link in the description. You get a new camera and I get the small commission. So I want to thank you in advance. If you have any other questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.